Topic is job sequencing problem. So this is one of the application of greedy techniques. We have seen that abstract problem in the previous video lectures. So today we will be seeing this problem, second application of it. So we will be directly switching to the numericals, how we are going to solve the numericals of job sequencing problem, because in greedy techniques all the applications which we will be studying, like knapsack problem, job sequencing for Dijkstra's problem, all these types of applications of job sequencing problems are very important, especially their numerical part. Okay, so we'll directly see the numericals. In job sequencing problem, the type of numerical that will be given to you all is like this: the jobs will be given to you, and the profits associated with the jobs and the deadline associated with the jobs will be given to you. Let's say the jobs are J1, J2, J3, J4. There are total 4 jobs, and the profits associated with these jobs are 50, 15, 10, and 25. The deadline associated with these jobs are 2121. Okay, so these are the deadlines associated with the jobs. So there are some assumptions which we have to understand, and based on these assumptions we are going to solve these questions. Okay, so first of all, what are our assumptions? First assumption. The first assumption is that we are working on an uniprocessor system. What does this mean? This means that there is a uniprocessor, so there is no such processor. There are multiple processors are being there, because if there are multiple processors, that then all these jobs can be executed in parallel. But this is not the case here. Here there is a uniprocessor system. All the jobs like J1, J2, J3, J4 are being executed sequentially. After one job has finished its task, then only other job will start, and when the second job has completed its task, then only third job will start. So there is a sequential operation of all the jobs. This is called as a uniprocessor system working on these jobs. So the second assumption is no preemption. No preemption. This means that means once the job has started, once it has started, it will complete its job. Okay, it will complete its task. No other job will start in between. It should not be like that, that one job has started its execution, and in the between it stops, and after without completing its task, another job starts in between. So it should not be like that. One job has started its working, now it will complete its task, and after the completion of its task only, then only another job will start its job. Third is each job takes 1 unit of time. Okay. Likewise, we have seen that there are 4 jobs, J1, J2, J3, J4, and the job J1 is having deadline 2, and also job J3 is having deadline 2. What does this mean? This means that let's say there is 2 1 2 1. These deadlines are example are months. For example, they are months. It can be anything, and in the terms of time, but I am just, so that you can understand it more properly, I'm just taking example that these are the months. So if the job J1 deadline is 2, that then this means that job J1 has to be completed within the first 2 months. It can be either completed in the first month, or it can be completed either in the second month. Okay, if the job J2 has a deadline 1, then this means it has to be completed in the first month only. If first month another job will be executed, then J2 will not be executed in the second month. Okay, so this means that, and each job takes 1 unit of time. So this means this the 1 unit of time is every job is going to take 1 month only. If the deadline of J1 is 2, then this means it can either complete its task within the first month only, or within the second month only. Within the deadline is 2, within first 2 months it has to complete its work. So in any of the month it will complete its task. It will take only 1 month for execution purpose. Okay, I hope you understand this thing. So Let's see how we are going to solve, since we are studying greedy algorithm. So what this question means, question is where various jobs been given to you and the profits associated with these jobs are given, and what is the deadline. Deadline has been given for each and every job, and these jobs have to be completed within these particular deadlines associated with these jobs, and in such a way that maximum profit should be earned. Our aim is to earn the as maximum profit as possible. Okay, so let's see this question has been this problem has been given to some person, so how he is going to solve this problem. So let's say what he thinks, if he is greedy about, is greedy about profit. Okay, he is greedy about profit. So since I told you that there are only how many maximum timeline is what, two. So 0 1 2, these are months. As I told you, I have taken example, these are months. So timeline is 0 1 2. So what to do now? Now we will see that which job, since we are greedy about profit, then we will take that job, we will execute that job first who is having the highest profit. So highest profit is of what? It is of J1. So J1 will be executed on the first month, and what is its deadline? Its deadline is 2. It can either be executed on the first month, or it can also be executed on the second one. But since we are greedy about profit, so we will execute it on the first month. Okay, so now we will see which is having the second highest profit. Now J4 is having the second highest profit. So now we will execute J4. But can we execute J4 on the second month? Because first one J1 has executed, and the deadline of J4 is what? 1. 1 means it must have to be completed on the first month. But on the first one J1 was completed, so this job cannot be completed on the second month because its deadline is over. Now which is having the third highest profit? J2. Now we will execute J2. But can we execute J2? Because its deadline is also 1, and since deadline is also 1, it means it must have to be completed within the first month. But first month is already being taken by the J1 job, so this also job cannot be executed on the second month. Now we will see which job is having the third highest or fourth highest, next highest job profit, sorry. Then it is J3, and J3 is having what? Profit of 10. Okay, and what is its deadline? Its deadline is 2. It can be either completed first month or second month. Second month is empty, so it will be completed in second month. Okay, so J1 and J3 are executed. So what are the profits we achieve from this? What is the profit of J1? It is 50. What is the profit of J3? It is J3 10. It is 10. Okay, so it will be 60. So the total profit earned is 60 when you are greedy about profit. Okay, so this is one of the feasible solution. This is one of the feasible. Is this the best solution? No, this is not the best solution. We have to find the optimal solution. We have to find the best solution, because greedy algorithm is all about calculating the best solution. We will be having multiple of feasible solution, multiple of possible good solutions, but we have to extract out the optimal solution out of those feasible solutions. So now what you have to do in examination, because this is not the proper way of calculating the maximum profit earned, this is not a way to calculate the optimal solution. In your examination you will be always asked to calculate the optimal solution. Optimal solution. So what you have to do, how you have to solve this question in your examination? So what you have to do, just arrange all the jobs in the decreasing order of profit. Okay, so I have arranged all the jobs in the decreasing order of profit. So jobs, deadline, and profit. Jobs are in the decreasing order. Just check J1, J4, J2, J3. What are the deadlines? 2, 1, 1, 2. What is the profit? 50, 25, 15, and 10. These are the, this is a table in the decreasing order of the profit of all jobs. Okay, so how to solve these questions? Just draw this thing. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is the first month, second month. Okay, so now we have to, how we will be solving this question. First of all, since first which why we have arranged all the jobs in decreasing order of the profit, because in this order only we will be executing this job. Might many of you be thinking that why we are doing this, because in the previous question also we were just greedy about profit. No, here our approach is different. Just see how our approach is different. So firstly, job J1 is having the profit 50 and its deadline is what, 2. Earlier what we were doing, we were executing this job J1 on the first month also, because it was having the highest profit. Here we will be not doing this. If the deadline is 2, then we will be executing job J1 on the last unit of its deadline. Deadline is 2, then we will be executing it here. J1 will be executed here. Okay, J1 will be executed here on the last month of deadline. This is the most important point which you have to understand, which you have to learn. If the deadline is 2, then you have not to execute on the first month, you have to execute in its last unit of time. Deadline is 2, then you have to execute in the second of the, if second is filled, already been taken by some other job, then you have to go for first one. Okay, so since here second month was empty, so job J1 has to be executed in the second month. So how much profit you have earned from it? J1 is executed, so 50 profit you have earned. So what is the J1? J4 is having a deadline 1. It has to be executed on first month, and first month is what? Empty, so it will be J4. J4 is executed, no problem. Time is taken by first and second month by the jobs only, no problem is there. So how much profit it will take for J4? It is 25. So what is the total profit earned here? It is, sorry, it is 75. This is the total profit earned. So you can see the total profit earned using this approach is better than the total profit earned when we are greedy about profit. So this is a better way. This is the optimal solution. This is how you have to solve the question. Okay, I hope you all have understood this thing. This is a very important.